Okay, here's a pro tip for you. If your wife is an hour away from the trail and it's your anniversary, go and spend the night with her. You'll stay out of the doghouse.
Just come on.
Okay guys, in this video I'm going to share my experience of the North Carolina section of the Trans-America Trail, get you to Tellico Plains, Tennessee, and give some tips that will hopefully be helpful for any riders or overlanders wanting to do this section. Before leaving Atlanta, I bought the GPS Kevin maps, which come with a micro SD card to put into your navigation system, as well as small tank bag size maps and larger paper maps. Since GPS Kevin is the only provider of maps for this section of the trail, I highly recommend going to his website and buying a package for about $100 or so. Once on Cape Hatteras, I camped about a mile from the lighthouse at Cape Point Campground and then woke up at 4:30 a.m. to catch the 6 a.m. ferry ride to Ocracoke. I then had to haul ass for 12 miles to catch the Ocracoke to Cedar Island ferry at 7:30 a.m. This is very tight, so don't get a speeding ticket. The first ferry ride is an hour long and is free. The next one is 2 hours long and costs $10. I'll leave a link so you can check the ferry schedule. Once on Cedar Island, the riding is smooth and mostly pavement with only a few gravel roads. Today's ride was beautiful and easy with plenty of gas stations and places to eat. The only challenge I faced was one closed interstate overpass.
What are we gonna do?
I'm just gonna go across and keep going.
Alright, I'm gonna follow you, brother.
Alright.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
At the end of Section 3 in Candor, North Carolina, I detoured north to spend the night with my wife in Greensboro, 50 miles away. West of Candor, you'll enter a long stretch of forest roads, so make sure you are fueled up and have plenty of water and food, as this is the first section that gets a bit remote. I took a short break in Statesville and then rode through some of the most beautiful communities in the world. Just after the junction of the New York and Cape Hatteras spurs, I lucked out when two locals on horseback pointed me to a nice camp spot just off the route. The next morning I packed up and enjoyed mostly paved roads into Maggie Valley. This is a great place to fuel up and eat. And if you're not in a hurry, visit the Wheels Through Time Motorcycle Museum here. You won't regret it. Section 8 of GPS Kevin's maps brings you through the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which straddles both North Carolina and Tennessee. If the park isn't too foggy, make sure to stop at several scenic overlooks. This reminds me to mention, since I was traveling alone on a big bike, I skipped all the red or difficult sections and opted to stay on the blue or green sections. If you have buddies with you and are on a small bike with plenty of time, there are 3 red sections in North Carolina that you might be interested in. Once out of the Smokies, I highly recommend you take the green route and bypass Cedar Cove altogether. I did not do this and got caught in a 10-mile traffic jam on the single-lane road of Cedar Cove. To make matters worse, the GPS Kevin Road out of Cedar Cove has been closed for years, and the loop brings you right back to Townsend, where you are forced to take the bypass green section anyway. Your next stop should be Deal's Gap and the Tail of the Dragon, which is a great place to stop for a drink, food, or just to watch all the bikes come and go. Once you're underway again, you have some glorious riding ahead of you to get to Tellico Plains. I'm torn between telling you to enjoy the forest roads on the blue route or to take the green routes that bring you onto my favorite road north of Atlanta, the Cherahalla Parkway. Either way, you'll enjoy the ride to Tellico Plains. Don't forget to stop and enjoy the breathtaking scenery. Okay, so there you have it. Cape Hatteras, North Carolina to Tellico Plains, Tennessee. I recommend you stop in Tellico Plains. I did not stop in Tellico Plains and was tired and ended up screwing up a water crossing and derailing my whole trip for a few weeks.
Oh, shit.
I hope you got something out of this video. I'll make a video about the failed water crossing. And in the meantime, you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'm gonna try and get out and do some more adventure riding in the US before I head overseas to Africa. And I hope to hear you in the comments below. Drop me a line if there's anything I can help you with. Okay, take care.